Julius, can you just walk us through your process choosing Ole Miss?
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to Vic Kern. Y'all probably know him. He played left tackle here last year, and he was my teammate at UW, and he kind of just got me in contact with Coach Weiss and Coach Garrison. Kind of piqued mine's and Nate's interest to come here. We flew out to Oxford, had a great time during the blizzard or whatever, snowstorm, and yeah.
What do you kind of envision your role being in this offense?
I just want to be a contributor. I want to be the best teammate I can be. You know, committed to the daily grind, the competition. You know, iron sharpens iron. We got a great D line. I think we have a great offensive line too, and you know, I think great things will come this season.
We have this answer just a second ago, but if you don't mind kind of walking us through the timeline of when you and Kalepo were going through this process, you know, how much of a time was there in between you and Kalepo making your decision? Was it you first? Was it he? What did that look like?
Mm-hmm. I think I went in to meet with Coach Kiffin for maybe 5 minutes. My mind was kind of already made up. Came out, Nate asked him, did Juice commit? And they were like, yep. He's like, yeah, I'm committed too. So that's kind of how it went.
You were part of the best offensive line in the country last year. What sort of qualities do you see in Ole Miss's O-line that makes you think that this line can get to that level?
I mean, we've definitely got the size. I think this is the first time I've played next to somebody, you know, Micah being the same size as me, which is kind of weird. But we're definitely still in the beginning stages of building that chemistry, building that camaraderie. I mean, we've got a lot of guys from different schools, you know, trying to get on the same page and, you know, getting the right calls in and just kind of having that chemistry. But I think talent-wise, definitely on par with where we were last year.
Just got to take us through the emotions of what January was like for you. You guys, you played for the national title. Your coach leaves kind of unexpectedly pretty quickly thereafter. Then all of a sudden you're in the portal and you're in Mississippi. I mean, what was that?
Yeah.
The emotions of all that.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of a blizzard. Like when I came out here, it was definitely a lot of heartbreak. You know, you lose and 4 days later you don't really expect your coach to leave too. So yeah, my head was kind of in a whirlwind, but you know, I stayed down, prayed up, and you know, just trusted that the process and everything like that. Leaned on Nate, leaned on my brothers back in Washington, and everything worked out.
I know Parker Brailsford, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, went to Alabama with your previous staff. Did you think about that at all? And
Not really. I really wanted to finish out at UW. You know, I had given 5 years. I was on a 4-8 team, and then, you know, we had the season we had last year. So I thought it was going to be, you know, kind of just that fairy tale ending of me finishing there. But that wasn't really in the cards for me, you know, when the time came. So
looking back at it, you guys obviously went to the national title game last year. What does it take for a team to get to that place?
It's definitely the details, you know, the little things. You know, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So, I mean, I told the guys, we had a real Get Real Wednesday meeting, and I told them, I was like, my mom always told me, you know, don't half-step in anything you do in life, and that definitely translates to football. You know, how you wash the dishes is how you're going to block wide zone. You know, it's all of those little things, and if you do them right, everything right, you know, and try to just better yourself every day, you're definitely going to get there.
Julius, you mentioned all the guys coming in. I mean, it seems like there's just a lot going on the offensive line. How close do you feel like that unit is to kind of knowing its best five at this point?
It's not really my area to speak on. We're all just committed to putting our best foot forward, pushing each other. That's the only way we're going to get better. And, you know, we're all just down to we just want to have the best unit possible. So.
Now you talked about initially coming down here during the middle of a blizzard, but you know, being from Hawaii yourself and then playing at Washington, then coming out to Oxford and actually spending more than a couple days in Oxford, was there a little bit of culture shock initially? And if so, what was that kind of like?
100%. I mean, like you said, I'm from Hawaii, so me just being a college football player is crazy to me. I gotta, pinch myself every once in a while just to make sure this is real. But I'm definitely grateful to have made it out of Hawaii and have this experience. Appreciate y'all.